Okay, looks like we are back in action. Yes, we are on Twitch and YouTube as well. Just check Steam. That's the most important thing. Yes! We are back, except Facebook. But maybe I can handle this. Back in action after some technical issues, but Konstantin made it and beat the PC
For now, yeah.
for now. Yes, I hope now it's gonna be stable, and I will try to connect Facebook if that's possible. Oh no, that was not our problem. That was a Facebook issue. I see. Ha. Ha.
So just to get you back on the same page,
Yeah.
so now we're going to showcase the Liberation mode of Disciples Liberation. It's the New Game Plus mode of this title. It's a little bit different as usual New Game Plus modes. So you have some special features, like I can take all of my companions with me into the battle. In the normal mode, you can only take 2 of them. And you also get a lot more of XP. So you can upgrade your buildings faster, get new units faster, and you have some special dialogue options. So right now we are, since it's Midweek Madness on Steam, we are treating the Paths to Madness. So this is the Disciples Liberation DLC we are currently playing, and one of the quests is called Labyrinth. So we have to find out where Temuriel went missing in Varantor, and therefore we have to talk to Captain Ivona. So let's find out what's actually happened to him.
Her son is missing, and was it her son?
Yeah, but the mother is in another region. So
Okay.
So right now we are actually checking with the captain of her son.
Yeah, because he
What happened? So
he won this ring. Okay. So it looks like okay. We've been looking for him as well. So many have disappeared from patrol in the southeast.
dum dum dum.
Head to southeast. Even though we found an item of his in the forest, we can't afford to lose any more soldiers to a lengthy search. The captain hands you a small bronze ring, matching the description given by Temuriel's mother. Maybe we just bring the ring back to his mother. This is more than just a simple missing person if patrols are disappearing too. Point in the direction of the soldier's disappearance. Southeast, like I said, there was a growing concern over the undead in the area, so we sent a patrol to check things out. Of course, we asked our people to stay clear of the undead people. Personally, I think it has to do with that abandoned fortress in the forest. It looks empty, but it's very close to where all our soldiers are going to missing. Thank you, Captain. I'll keep that in mind.
Let's head southeast, I would say.
That's right.
Enter the abandoned fortress. So let's do so.
Which class are you playing in this? Game? Oh,
So I'm playing right now as a CRS,
Mhm.
actually as a advanced class already.
Yeah.
So as you can see, a lot of companions, and it's not possible to conquer. So let's get ready for our very first battle. So
Feel the snake's bite.
let's do
I'll
a
sneak
little
past
bit
them.
faster battle. So
Not wondering, we are at 200%
My
speed.
teeth ache for a bite. You look succulent.
Ooh.
took a little bit more damage, but the thing is, actually, companions cannot die.
Yeah.
So they can like die in the battle, but not overall like just regular units. So you can do a little bit more of a offensive playstyle. So since you are not losing them, but
Which units are you using for the backline? And is that your setup, your backline? You like to use that combination?
yeah, I have 2 damage dealers actually.
Mm-hmm.
So the Rinse, they're shooting an arrow, and also the Holy Avengers performing a light beam.
Okay.
And I've also yeah, just the Priest just
Ah,
to heal.
to heal, yeah.
To
Okay.
have some heal support in the backline.
Yeah.
So
Die.
Bam.
so this is actually quite much
Fire.
damage. And I'm trying to speed up a little bit, so we are getting into the abandoned fortress, because these are just the bodyguards,
Oh.
or let's say the security guards, which are actually guarding the entrance. So so Aviana is dead now, but that's not a big issue.
But she's transformed now into.
Yeah, she's transformed
oh,
into
yeah.
a banshee,
Yeah.
because the necromancer did the last hit, just like Eama now.
Yeah, that's right. Sure. Yeah, and definitely check out its Disciples sale at the moment on Steam. You can get the Disciples Liberation Deluxe Edition upgrade. So if you bought the standard edition, now you can get the upgrade. It's 10% off at the moment. And what you get is new armor sets, 2 armor sets, 2 weapons, skill points, an emotion shot, and more, and that for 10% off in this midweek madness sale as well. You can get a Disciples Liberation Standard Edition for 40% discount. Disciples Liberation Deluxe Edition 40% discount. Check that out. Let's copy that link into the chat.
Guide my steps. Rivers be my strength.
You will make a fine. Come to me, children.
Of nothing, I go.
And here we go. So if you have any questions about that game, this is the best stream, the best chance, because we have Konstantin here, who was the lead QA for this game and now in the producing team. So
Fire! Shame. I have so many arrows left.
Yeah, just feel free to ask any question you would like. I mean, we also had a conversation back then regarding it. Well, let's say a little bit brainstorming regarding a new class. But,
yes, it was
yeah.
a little bit earlier. there are a lot of classes in that.
Yeah, I
in
mean
that
you have
game.
four,
Four?
like four
And then
distinctive classes, and then you can, but you can still do also some a little bit of hybrid style, but not that much. So
Yeah.
it's
For the old empire.
Oh,
Fight me. Pitiful thing.
We will earn their blood.
so let's get him.
Earned blood. Stone, be my strength. Ice, be my strength.
well, that green field is now deadly. It's also for other for our
Yeah,
characters.
it's also friendly fire, so
Yeah. But
if
if
you're walking over it, you get a little bit of damage and also the confused condition, so you might not hit or land the next strike. So
but what is with the characters that are soaring? Can they move over it?
yeah,
with
they
a-
can just move over it without
Okay.
any issues.
Ah,
Also
good.
not getting damage or any condition applied. So
Good to know.
just like Ilmarinen, she can just fly over.
Yeah,
it,
that's
it.
that's what.
My arrows thunder. I quench the battle remains.
So that's the last hit.
And nice slow motion.
Effect.
Yeah. Send it back to its creator.
Is back. We just need a little bit more health, so let's get back to the
Fountain.
fountain. But let's get to the next one.
If you wanna set up a squad, you usually need what is the name of these points?
You mean like
Yeah, the leadership.
leadership points,
That's right. So, but your companions, they don't need.
Nope.
No, that's
no?
That's
Since
really
I'm going with all companions, there's no
No,
leadership
yeah.
spent.
great. Mm. Nice sight. Oh, very well.
So let's get back after a little pit stop. Getting some fresh tires on my
Just a fresh.
my horse. So, and finally we have arrived. And we are ready to enter Nosrock's domain.
This is completely new. This dungeon.
Yeah, it's part of the Paths to Madness
Yeah.
DLC. So
Yeah.
it's but the entry is based on a already
Existing building.
established region.
Yeah.
So-
I see.
But as you could see, it was totally unnecessary to go outside since
A dual
once
fountain is
it's
there.
already here. So let's talk with Nosrock
The disfigurer.
and find out what's actually going on here.
How does this guy? Who dares enter the sanctuary of Nosrock, the disfigurer? A place so malignant that it transgresses the very borders of carnal existence. There was one sentence left. That's a lot. And little of it made sense. How dare you? Never mind. Come closer. Come admire the creation that will house my mind for the rest of eternity. Look at its beauty. It is perfection. Nosrock gestures grandly at his creation, a large lifeless creature stitched together with heterogeneous body parts. Random appendages are hooked through the skin, chaining the mass to the wall. So, what do you think? Be honest, and I might not chop up your fresh, healthy body for extra parts. Just joking.
Well, what would you say if you come into someone's house and there are already some, I don't know, some kind of Frankenstein laying around? Wonderful. maybe we just as quick out as you came.
Um,
But let's ask him where are the
yes,
soldiers.
we're here for business,
So I
yeah.
guess Nostril is the guy to ask.
There's no one left. Well, I came here looking for elven soldiers, and I think I've just found them. Okay. Good eye. That elven captain sent those soldiers to me for a good price. They fit perfectly into my creation. Ooh. I didn't know Captain Ivona was so thoughtful. I'll have to speak with her about this to congratulate her for this generous donation, of course.
Yeah, it's fine.
I like it. It sure is so good. It's just that it looks very dead right now. Just like you in a few minutes. Listen, I would love to quip all day about killing you, but I'm in a bit of a bind at the moment. My creation is incomplete. My assistants all perished last night from some mysterious disease or whatever before they could finish assembling Threk. Who? I've never heard of a Threk. Threk, that's what I've named my future form. Oh, okay. Not that mysterious. Looks to me like a serious deep clean of your lab might fix your dying assistants and mysterious disease problem. Okay, yeah, maybe. Yeah. The assistants did the cleaning too. They never were great at multitasking. Okay. You, on the other hand, seem like the perfect candidate to help me finish my masterpiece. Different parts of Threk's head are stored in preservation tanks all around the lab. Of course, my idiot assistants neglected to label everything before they died, so I don't know what's what. Will you search the lab and fetch the head parts? I'll prepare everything else for the mind transfer so I can hurry up and achieve immortality already.
So our goal is to liberate Nevenda, and what are we doing? We're collecting head parts from a crazy necromancer.
Oh,
Why not?
but we have also collected spleens for a demon at the beginning.
Yeah, it's the stuff you have to do, of course. What do I get?
I'm always thinking about money.
Yeah, let's help him for
Yeah, why not?
So why not?
Have a good day. Sure, I'll help as long as I don't die suddenly from a mysterious disease. You'll be fine. I need 8 head portions to complete the mind transfer. Search the tanks and bring me the best parts.
Okay. So I would still say we are continuing with lab rats. So we're still actually looking for the missing son.
Mm-hmm.
So as we can see here now, okay, there's a little... Oh, there's actually a dragon. Cool.
What?
So,
That looks like...
it's
Ah!
weird, but yeah, okay.
Yeah,
These are the
body
actual
part.
body parts we need to collect, but first of all we need to find a way to open these cages.
Oh, maybe he's protecting a lever? No. Ah, the lever.
There's a guy.
Oh, they're pretty strong.
Let's find out. Who's stronger?
Last time I tried to find out and I was beaten up
Feel the snake's bite.
in my walkthrough.
I'll sneak past them.
My teeth ache for a bite.
Last time my problem was in my walkthrough that I wanted to make progress and I didn't do a lot of the side quests, and then I was a bit underleveled, and so then I had to go back and do this lovely side quests, and yeah, you should definitely do that. There are a lot of amazing dialogues. Some are funny, disgusting. Some are really cool. I enjoyed them, definitely.
Oh, I will enjoy this. Will you just
Let's get some last hit action with Irma.
Nice. Now we have a new ally.
I go.
My lord will protect us. His holy eye sees you.
You disappoint me.
Strike from the back line.
This one's hitting again because I just killed one. So therefore the Holy Avenger is quite nice on the back line, because if you kill a unit with the attack,
Mm-hmm.
she's just actually pulling another one.
Oh, that's good.
So
I pray to the trees.
a little bit more forward.
We must preserve
We can
these
actually hit
lands.
stuff in the next round.
Yeah, this backline, this can be a very essential part for your strategies. So if you do not have a healer or a healing spell for Aviana or so at the beginning, it's definitely worth getting someone in the backline who can heal some allies on the battlefield. That's really helpful. Until you gain 1 or 2 healers in your squad, then you can decide if you want to go for someone who strikes for you or give you some buffs. There's also a possibility.
Now you see me.
Here,
Feel the
some
snake
flanking
bite.
damage.
Are you bleeding?
Yeah, the backline is a nice addition. So you
Definitely.
can just try out stuff, and also like low tier
Just a
units
little
sometimes have quite nice backline abilities. So you can also use them in late game. So this
Die.
There was also a nice feature. If you can do the last hit, there is this skull on the here.
yeah, this
life
came in
meter.
with the last patch.
That's right,
So
yeah.
because it was sometimes hard to tell if you're actually killing a unit.
Yeah, or is that just a little bit of health left?
Yeah, it was just like it
Yeah,
was
no.
annoying. So therefore,
He
Freema's
just-
interplanted this. So if I'm going to hit now, there
Yeah.
might be a chance to fail, of course. But if I'm going to hit, the unit, is certainly dead. But in this case, since it's a skeleton warrior,
Mhm.
he comes back with a little bit
Lost half the energy.
HP, like 50% of I think he gets.
Yeah.
So, there's too much particle effects on the floor. Cannot see much, but
This should be fun.
The suffering must end.
This is my favorite
You
sound.
will be turned.
yeah, it's if you have a nice subwoofer,
Yeah,
you can shake your walls
right.
with it.
I really, really like that sound every time I'm using that spell.
Fight on in his name. I pray the All-Father take you.
Let's make some damage.
Fight me. I will crush you. You die
She's
well.
critting now.
You will be remembered.
Ah, okay, was enough to kill actually both of them.
Ice be my strength.
Victory, defeat all enemies. Yeah, that's always very important to check out the rules of a fight before you do that. Sometimes you only have to kill one specific person on the battlefield. Sometimes you have to survive a couple of rounds or so, and you can see defeat all enemies. So everything is made clear.
Pretty clear.
Yeah.
Just kill all of them. and
2
good.
goes in, 1 goes out, like that. But sometimes I had a fight, and in the end I beat one guy, and then the rest was down, and I was fighting like 15 minutes or so, and then okay, this was only this guy. I could have done this.
Battle.
Could have ended this fight
Just a little bite.
much faster.
Oh, this one is nice.
Mhm.
This is nice.
Die.
Face your death. Meet
Shit,
your
you're
fate.
right.
Let's do some a little bit more fast-paced cleaning for these trash mobs. Let's just make some time.
What do you think? How much playtime is it with the DLC extra around? So for not for someone who knows that
It
game
depends, I
and
would say. I mean, if you're like the kind of player that you are not really interested in the dialogues and you skip mostly of them,
Mhm.
maybe a couple of hours. And it also depends on which difficulty level
Oh,
you are
yeah,
playing.
that's
I mean, if
also
you're playing on a story mode, you basically one hit each enemy,
Mhm.
so fights are quite quick. And if you're playing it on brutal, I mean, you have also played on brutal.
Definitely.
Might be the case that you have to retry some fights, or
Mhm.
basically a lot of them, because the enemy is just very tough. So
His holy eyes
In my playthrough, I had to go back to hard mode because, as I told you, I was a little bit behind all the others, and so I went back to hard mode. But brutal is
brutal.
brutal, yeah. But it's a lot of fun. I really like that.
It's a nice challenge. Sometimes I switch to brutal and then back to story
Okay,
when I have
yeah.
enough, just to
Yeah.
enjoy the game a bit, and then go back to brutal to have the actual challenge. I mean, it depends. So I would not recommend, if you're new to this title, to just play brutal. I mean, if you like a challenge, of
Turn to
course,
your god in
Definitely
but
not. Yeah.
you need a little bit of time to get in, and then feel more grounded to make or to increase the difficulty level. So, but yeah, overall playtime, it's actually hard to tell.
Okay.
But
Yeah, it depends. Yes, it's right. And you have so many setups to do. Like Konstantin said, there is the story mode, the normal mode, the hard mode, the brutal mode, and really they differ. For example, if you're playing the normal or the story mode, and you end a round for a character and you haven't used all his action points, you gain some, for example, some health points
My teeth
back.
ache for a
And this doesn't work in hard or brutal mode, so you
dinner.
really have to use your action points. If not, they're definitely wasted, and you're not getting back anything.
so let's return to Temuriel. If there's not any other creature willing to fight me, I will skip the dragon for now. What a lovely dragon. Not attacking me, just as I would expect it.
So there's such a very corners of most results and miss a failed experiment and good moments where you catch me. Okay. I'm Aviana of Ilion. I'm Temuriel. I know who you are. I've been sent to rescue you. I have your ring as proof. Really? Oh, thank you. I thought I would surely die in here. We should go back to my camp. Captain Ivona must think I'm dead by now.
Oh boy.
Hmm.
If you know.
Yeah.
Sold you out, yeah, definitely.
She probably does, given that she's the one who sent you here to be captured by Nosrock. She what? That's horrible. Why would she do such a thing?
Well,
Money, as always. You should get out of here while you still can.
even capitalism is
That's a
it's going
problem.
wild in Lavender.
Lavender. Yes.
You cannot escape it.
That's still a thing, yeah. You're right, thank you again. I may never be able to repay you, but take this at least. Just don't make me tell you where I found it.
Okay,
As you wish.
nice.
Strong shot of...
Well, actually, this could be quite handy. So let's have a look. Because this one is a
Strong shot of hope.
which
Grants-
gives me divine damage. Nah. I guess this one is actually better. Gives me a critical chance and more damage against all.
Mhm.
And since I'm a CRS, I have passive ability to actually apply regen on all companions.
Yeah.
Including myself.
Okay, that's good.
So
So you don't need
in
that
this case,
shot.
I don't
Yeah.
need it.
So if you would play as a more warrior-like character and you need that more defensive...
In that case, yeah, it would
Yeah.
be quite nice, but no. So let's
Feel my blade bite.
go into the shadows again.
I hunger for battle. I'm going to have fun.
Bloody vengeance. Shalia.
You're mine.
Stand down.
So if you've seen this quick access screen wheel for Aviana spells, but you also can use all the other spells. They're just not
Yeah, you
under...
can. You could,
I've
for
pledged to
example, well,
prove your
I'm not sure if I
remains.
cannot open the book right now, but you could actually just go over here and select the spell book, for example. And there's also a quick link when you're using the quick cast feature.
Mhm.
You can also go directly to the spell book.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I've just made just like a fast selection of my
For sure, it makes sense. Those
favorite spells.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, the high level spells are not available yet, so
Mhm.
these ones are missing.
You will serve me in
That's it,
time.
best for now.
Die! Die!
Again, last hit. Get another Spectra.
So today you're playing via keyboard and mouse, but usually you also prefer the controller, I've heard.
Yeah, I mean, Disciples plays very well with keyboard and mouse, but also especially with controller. Doesn't matter which gamepad, if it's from Xbox or PS, PlayStation.
My lord
Yeah, it's a
will
game you can.
protect us.
It depends. Sometimes I'm playing it on the couch, so therefore
Yeah.
with a controller. But
Yeah, I usually play it on the
it
couch
just
or...
works, like the
To
guys with
four
the
heavens.
fruit. It just works.
Just, yeah, I usually play it on the couch or my place at home, and always playing it with a gamepad, and the controllings are really good. No complaints.
Pitiful thing.
But this is something I must say. So our games like Space Base, Tropico, they all work fine with a gamepad.
Yeah, it's always our goal.
Yeah.
Since you want to enjoy the game also on consoles.
Yeah.
So it would be quite a mess if the controls are clunky or not good.
Mm-hmm.
It's always top priority to have good controls.
Yeah, it's especially I mentioned Space Base Statopia. You're practically flying like a drone through your base, and that makes a lot of fun when you have the thumbsticks to control that.
You're done. Stand down.
If someone taunted me, so I have no chance to actually attack.
Yeah, and in the chat there's still the link to Steam, where is a midweek madness sale, the Disciples Liberation sale. If you are interested, check that out. We still have a demo,
Bones are for crushing.
the Disciples Liberation demo. You can also see that via this link. Just scroll a bit down and you can see it in green brackets, Disciples Liberation demo. Check that out if you are not sure. And then you get, if you want to go with the full game, you can get the standard edition with a 40% discount, as well as the deluxe edition with the 40% discount. In euros, that means 23.99 euros for the standard edition, 29.99 for the deluxe edition. And I must say 29.99 for the deluxe edition, and this game has content for 80 hours plus, definitely.
It's a lot to play actually. If you do like every quest, every encounter, you might find you explore every region. And as you can see here, for example, I guess this is the actual thing the necromancer wants to
Transport his mind into. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So let's find out if this is actually working. But yeah, as you mentioned, like there's a lot of content for not that much money, but it always depends on your
A friend of mine
decision to spend it or not.
A friend of mine recently posted on Instagram a picture, or in his Insta story. I think it was on his Insta story. It doesn't matter. He posted an image where he held the PS5 version of Disciples Liberation with a, oh, thanks to my wife because it was a birthday present, and I instantly wrote him. So yeah, I'm in the end credits. I said, what? Are you kidding me? He said, no. I said, oh, cool.
I know he spotted me, but there's some extra shiny loot on the table, but I don't want to get caught by the skeleton warrior. So let's play a little bit like some cats. So,
Wooden stuff lies on the table near Nosrog's fireplace. It appears to be displayed as some sort of decoration. Wow. I'm no stuff expert, but this looks like too impressive. A piece to be lying around unguarded, don't you think? Indeed. It certainly doesn't look ordinary. You cautiously approach the table, anticipating some magical defenses or traps born of Nosrog's twisted mind. Nothing happens. Gingerly, you reach forward and touch the stuff. That was easy enough. As your fingers curl around the stuff, the table begins to erupt before the shaft is in your grasp. An undead bursts forth from hiding under the table. In the chaos of movement, you see a snarling face, chunks of wood, and the stuff flying through the air on a crash course with the stone floor. The stuff slams violently to the ground. A glimmer appears momentarily on its crystal head and quickly grows into a blinding light. Blinding by the light. And no sooner do you see a dark crack appear from inside the white light than your group, and the undead are pulled through the tier.
I just wanted some nice loot.
When sight returns, a foreign landscape fills your view. You are standing on the plains of another dimension, and you are not alone. Not in the least. Easy enough, you said. I'm sure it's nothing we can't handle. Okay. We've been through worse. Ooh. Ooh. Looks like a challenge.
Let's find out.
Let's find out that.
So as you can see, we have been pulled into another dimension. So this battlefield looks a little bit different compared to the place we have been before.
Mm-hmm.
Feel my
But
blade bite. I'll sneak past them.
let's have a look if they can actually beat us.
They smell delicious. just a little bite.
So what you also can see on the battlefield, this particles on some of the hex fields are buff or debuff fields, depends on, and it's really worth hover over them and check out. Maybe they can help you. They can grant you strong or maybe a regen for some rounds.
Yeah, mostly you can quite easily distinguish them. Like the orbs are mostly buffs, and if it's just something on the ground, like a circle or shadow, it's mostly a debuff.
Yeah.
So in this case, silence is pretty nasty, so you don't want to have your secondary attack locked for 2 rounds.
I pledge to burn your remains.
Oh, I will
get
enjoy
some.
this. Bones are for crushing.
Triple damage.
The
Oh,
things we do
nice.
for love.
Yeah, those attacks, they were really nice designed.
It's satisfying to actually attack.
Yeah,
That's very important.
definitely. When you're playing with Ejama, it's his round, and you recognize there are 3 opponents in 1 row, and yes,
Like checkpoint.
that's checkpoint. Yeah, definitely. But it's also very good to know what strength your opponents have. So some of them also have these range attacks, and if you know that they can do that, you can avoid set up your squad in one line. That's very important. Yeah, and sometimes I really like the brutal mode. It's not necessary to do everything in the first try. Sometimes you need to learn a bit. And
I mean, in brutal mode, you also need a lot of more or different spells, which you probably wouldn't need to win a battle.
okay.
For example, blocking paths and stuff here. So it's more tactical on a higher difficulty.
Yeah.
So just as I'm playing right now, I could not play on brutal like this. Would not work out.
Okay, I understand.
Just storming in, doing some attacks, you would just die. And that's it.
Yeah, I felt that.
With
Yeah.
me? You mess with me.
So it's
You're done.
nice AoE damage. And this guy is actually dying when his next turn. He's poisoned, so
Oh, okay.
It's your
Well, no.
death.
need to attack him.
The Liberator reigns.
I hunger for battle.
This
I'm going to
battle
have fun
is-
with you. You suddenly look delicious.
okay. Totally forgot that the delicious actually spawn into this crystal, but yeah. It's just a little matter of time.
I pray to the sky.
So actually, I guess my back line is finishing this.
Guy, well.
Yeah, nice.
Get some lousy shoes and a little bit of money, but I'm here for the staff. Where is it? Yeah, and we just got our first legendary today. So we got the staff of the Lich Queen, which is quite nice, but since my other staff for Ranto is
okay.
upgraded and also giving me a little bit more damage boost to Divine and Unholy, I'm sticking with this one,
Yeah, definitely.
because otherwise I would need to head to Ilion, to the player base,
Mm-hmm.
and upgrade it to be actually comparable.
You can do that with a blacksmith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are looking for the final parts of Threk.
And that's pretty cool in Alien. You can build a blacksmith, for example, to upgrade your weapons, or you can also dismantle them, or some of them.
Yeah.
And another thing I really like is the marketplace. Especially at the beginning, the marketplace can be quite helpful because you can hire some units you are not able to hire through your buildings, your existing buildings. And sometimes there are some nice ones available there.
Yeah, it's always nice to go back to Alien and check because you have the timer, so which means that you have like a certain availability of units, and after a certain amount of time you get new ones to buy or to hire. So it's always worth looking into the marketplace to see if there's a nice addition to your army.
What I really like, I think it also it came a little bit later with an update, is when you are hiring a new unit, you don't have to level it up. You can select if you want it at level 1, 2, 3, or
Yeah, this
whatever
also
your max
came in
is.
with the last patch.
The last one, yeah.
The last one we had with
Bones are for
Path
crushing.
to Madness.
Mm-hmm.
So it's saving you a little bit of time, quality of life issue, nice
Definitely, yeah.
addition. Since you will hire a lot of units in this game, if you're not playing in Liberation mode, I would say. But
Yeah, the good point is, and if you are at level, don't know, level 40, and you have someone to put, you want one unit in your squad, and it has level 10 or so, you can level it up in an Alien using some materials. And that's very helpful because it prevents you from an endless grind where it just, oh, I need this new unit, but now I have to do some 10 or 20 fights to level it to a competitive point. That's also very good.
they're focusing now on Viana because she's the biggest threat. Okay. This guy, yeah, thank you very much for taking the debuff. He's actually waiting for this. Some of these guys is actually taking it. So
These are not your lands.
let's get a little
I
bit away
go
from
to
the big guy.
victory.
That was very lucky because those opponents there are not that stupid.
Wind be my strength.
I mean, usually this is something you would like to avoid because if you're killing the bone golem, he's making some AoE damage
Yeah.
around him.
Ice.
But in this case,
We can live with it.
army is a little bit overpowered compared to the enemy. We can easily do this.
Feel the snake's bite. You mess with Abby, you mess with me. I think we're getting good at this.
Yeah.
My teeth ache for a bite. I like it.
If you see this game for the first time, there are action points above the characters with 3 colors: blue, red, and golden. Blue is for movement, red is for attack, and the golden one, you can do whatever you want with that. So in this case, with the companions, I can
My
only
Lord
see
will protect us.
golden.
Yeah, you always have 2 golden ones.
Yeah.
The world
So regular
awaits.
units, as you have explained, or like this guy, for example, has a golden and a red one. And yeah, they have all some kind of different utilities and also different usage if you end your turn. You still have some points. The blue one's giving you mana back, and the yellow one is giving you also a buff. So,
Bones are for crushing.
okay, in this case I missed actually. But
Oh, these guys are soaring a bit.
yeah, the evasive passive is
Yeah.
can be quite annoying,
And-
but
We will prevail.
that's how it is.
Oh, that's good.
You will be remembered.
This was a nice hit. As you can see, she's actually doing a lot of damage
Mhm.
in the backline. And since you can
Of
hit...
nothing. I go.
I've actually had one battle where I was able to kill like 4 or 5 units with her because they all had
Okay.
low health points. So just jumping to the next one.
So every time she kills, it's not
Yeah.
only one time. So she
Every
kills
time
them.
she kills.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's really good. That's a good chain reaction.
And sometimes you need this extra help for the last hit. Especially when it comes to brutal difficulty, for example.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's quite nice to have this. So let's get back to Nosrock. Let's get a little bit of healing before.
Yeah. Usually this stream ends at 9 p.m. But I think as we had some technical issues, we will do a 30 minutes of extra time. I think that's.
I mean, we want to find out what Nosrock is about.
Okay. Yes. Definitely. Yeah.
Cannot just stop yet.
That's right. And if you want to know what's happening next, just head over to Steam. You have all the parts. Good. Let the great experiment begin. I'll watch you complete the mind transfer then. But first I need you to kill me and take out my brain.
So we're not only liberators, but also surgeons right now.
Yeah, put it right inside of Threk and my spell will do the rest. I think that's pretty risky what you're doing there, Nosrock, because one wrong cut.
Let's do this.
Brain surgery isn't my expertise, but I will try my best.
Learning by doing. So if the liberator job doesn't pay off,
Maybe there is a YouTube video for everything.
probably.
Yeah. It's a tutorial. You see in the surgery room. It's, okay, now cut this one off. Okay, green blood pours over everything as you carefully carve out his brain. And now get back to this strange creature.
So we finally have the brain. Let's check with Threk.
Here it is. Oh, you place Nosrock's brain into the cavity carved out of Threk's head. After a few moments, flesh creeps forward to envelop the organ, and sign-wide tissue branches forth to build new neural networks. Oh, it works automatically almost. Looks like Nosrock's spell is working. Who would have thought? Small muscles in the creature's mouth begin to wriggle until laboriously its mouth cracks open. Yes, yes, I feel alive. After all these years toiling, nothing will stop Nosrock now. Join me.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Let's have a
Yeah,
creepy Frankenstein, dragon monster, necromancer freak.
could be worse. I've given you life, Nosrock, and you are welcome to spend your new life in Ilion on the condition that you fight for me. Wait, we're gonna have to live with him? Come on, that's what's inside is important. Very tempting. I suppose I can wait a few decades to work out this body's kinks before pursuing world domination for myself. Okay. Just give my assistants a few moments to prepare my luggage. I thought all your assistants were dead. Oh, yes. How silly of me. It must be a side effect of the brain transplant. Well, it's not like my old robes would fit me now anyway. Oh, okay. New unit unlocked. You can now recruit the Avatar of Death if you have a fully upgraded Tower of Darkness. Awesome!
Yeah.
That was a good decision.
So in Path to Madness, if you complete each storyline, or let's say the main storylines, you are enable like the feature that you can actually recruit this unit.
Mm-hmm.
So for now, we would actually need a tier 4 building to do this. But I'm not that far progressed in the main quest, but we actually got this guy here. So
Well crafted.
it's a pretty cool unit. Therefore, I'm actually giving him a little bit this, and I'm actually sorting out the druid guy. Treating myself with Nosrock the Immortal.
Awesome.
So in our next battle, he will aid us.
Really looking forward.
So let's do some journal checks. Find out Marty's body. Nope. Paths to Madness. So where are we going next?
I don't
Do you
know.
want to know what the demons are cooking in Path of Flesh and Flames, or you're up for to help a smith to find his tools?
The first one.
The Legion?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do this.
Yeah, I played that one with the Blood Ends. That unit is also really cool.
Yeah, all new 4 units of the Path of Madness DLC are quite nice. So they're a great addition.
Adam, Mizu, hi all. Can you tell us if there will be more DLCs or a sequel? We don't know. We don't have any information yet about this. But have you tried Paths to Madness? We're actually playing it here. That's the DLC. But it is a good decision to follow us on our social media platforms, for example Calypso Live, where you are at the moment. If you haven't subscribed, for example, then there we will drop news as soon as we are allowed to share them, you know. Erod, Servant of the Twilight, are you looking for work? My master is recruiting. You look capable, yes, yes. Master Beleth would be grateful for your service. I'm not in the business of serving demons. This ritual is important, very, very. Master Beleth won't tolerate failure. We must not fail. You serve, yes, so ritual will not fail. We should have transplanted a brain into him as well.
Everyone gets a free brain.
Free brains for all. I fail to see how that's my problem, but if he's paying, I may see what he has to offer.
Ooh, another stuff shiny. But okay, we cannot take it yet.
Mhm.
Oh, it seems we have to do something to actually achieve this.
But it's actually, I need a new voice. No, actually, no, he sounds different. Actually, you could be useful. We are short on time, and I'm short of hands. He has an unexpected voice.
Not interested. Fine. That's it. Let's go, guys.
Yeah, bang.
No, we're back. Just playing.
Ah. Okay. What's for me? Money always. Capitalism. I serve no one, and I don't work for free. I'm guessing you have something to offer. Of course. Why does everybody think I'm trying to use them? It's tiring. Let me see. How about this magnificent stuff?
Well, if it's legendary, I'm in.
Ballad gestures to a stuff caped with a glowing red stone hanging on the display right next to him. It is one of my most cherished possessions, and certainly not just for ornamental purposes. Just tell me what you want. As you can see, we are in the process of opening a portal that leads to another plane, and there are crucial preparations yet to... It's the West Chamber. My servants are adding the finishing touches to the ceremonial groans that serve as an offering to the entity we are freeing. Bring me those gowns. Fetching clothes. You overestimate my talents. While in the East Chambers, my assistants will be preparing the mixture that will allow us to reawaken the gate. Simply tell them that Beleth sent you and retrieve the mixture. One of those items seems more crucial than the other. Both preparations are absolutely essential to the process. We wouldn't want to receive a daughter of sin without proper welcome, wouldn't we? I can't say. Then go. If you do well, perhaps there is a full-time position for you here. Yes, finally a job. I've never been more tempted to drop everything and become a demon's lackey.
So it's quite easy. So we have to get the ceremonial groan and the mixtures. Let's have a look around. There's a big guy standing. Just let him stand there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, performing some rituals over there.
Another big guy.
If you want it, you can have it.
Eat it. Actually,
Feel the snake's bite.
far over 1,000 people on the store page on Steam here. They're watching us
Stalking my prey.
performing, watching you
Are you
performing.
bleeding?
Slaying some demons.
Slaying some demons, yes. Disciples Liberation here on Steam, the deluxe edition upgrade, 10% off. That means €8.99 for those people that have bought the standard edition. You can get now the other one, the other upgrades, for example, to armor sets, to weapons, emotion shards, skill points, etc. And yeah, if you do not own this game yet and you are very interested, you can also download the demo or purchase it at the moment. 40% off for the standard edition and 40% discount on the deluxe edition.
You will be purged.
Coruscandra's retribution.
Chains.
His holy eye see.
Liberation
world
mode is
awaits.
also a little bit easier as the regular mode because you can, yeah, just like here, basically using only companions and they're stronger than regular units. So therefore, Liberation mode is also quicker. So you will not need that much time as you would spend in normal mode.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, usually I'm not a fan of NG+. Usually I'm playing a game, and when I have finished it, then yeah, it's okay. Let's take the next one. But here in this game, it definitely makes sense because you have that opportunity to use every companion in your squad, and there is a little secret in the end. Here's our Thrak.
I will lick your wounds. Maxillary Penitapio!
Feel the.
just
Now you see me.
hit him, blow him away. I'm actually skipping right now to make the final move with my new unit. To also show the other attack. My backline is not
I will
wiping them,
crush
but
you.
yeah, it looks good. Let's fly over here. Just the second ability, which is nice.
Cool.
So a strong AoE ability.
Death to all mortals.
So, and that's it. Well, not yet. She's spawning a lesser devil, but should not be a challenge for the whole team.
I'm going to have fun.
Feel the snake's bite. Yes.
Oh yeah.
You're mine.
Well, that's a good question. What are
Fire!
the sentences you have heard most in your life because you was the lead
Probably-
QA? No, I'm asking you. Good morning. I love you. Or feel the snake's bite.
Probably feels the snake bite, definitely, yeah. It's quite easy to say. Some loot.
Ludwig van Beethoven. Oh. I'm here for the ceremonial gown. The servants hiss at you. You can tell they aren't accustomed to seeing non-demons wandering around.
And opening all chests and like gathering all kind of stuff.
Feel at home. Give it to me. Hand over the gowns and no one gets hurt. Easy as that. You carefully place one hand on your weapon as you reach out with the other to demand the piece of cloth. Some dry lips. The servants, however, reject your demands. The moment your fingers touch the hilt of your sword, the room fills again with their hisses. Looks like negotiations are over already.
Yeah, if that's the case. Let's see. If it's just about some clothes. If you're willing to die. That's how it is. Oh, there's actually a summoning portal.
Never seen that. What's...
So when you're capturing all 3 points, then you get a random new unit.
Okay.
So in this case, it's the demon, the Legion sign. So I would probably get some kind of demon unit. But let's
You mess with
check
Abby,
if we
you mess
actually
with me.
can do this.
Now you see me.
So I have to get there before and
Stalking
actually
my
can
prey.
do anything.
Cool, haven't seen that before.
I'm going to have fun.
It's not on every battlefield, so
Yeah.
they can appear sometimes. I mean, there are also some other battlefield modifiers,
Mhm.
like the mana shards.
Yeah.
They can explode after a timer runs out, or you can also strategically destroy them to yeah, pull the trigger and then just deal damage to your enemy. So again, let's do some nice damage. The mage. If you're going with a mage class, you can do a lot of AoE damage. Now,
Fire!
let's make some
But of
room
course.
to actually progress further.
Will you just die?
You will be hurt. I am his vessel.
His holy eye sees you.
Hello guys, good luck on the stream, thanks. Critically mock. Yes, we were a little bit
My Lord
unlucky.
will protect us.
But it seems to be resolved now. So.
Yes, that's always that thing. Everything runs fine in a test scenario, and then
Fight me.
I mean, it's basically the same if we,
You
for
will
example,
be
release a
remembered.
patch which has been tested for some days, and then you release it, and then there's one person crying for help on the forum, and then you check it, and then you see like, oh, what the hell happened there?
yeah.
But it depends what you make out of it. So.
Definitely, but we have a really nice support here at Calypso Media, and they always earn some really nice critics, and we also had some people in the chat. They already have contacted them in the past, and they said yes, you're right. Those were really nice people that helped a lot.
Now you see me?
Yeah, I mean, what could be worse if you actually want people to enjoy your game and they cannot play because due to various reasons.
Yeah.
Like, mostly it's hardware affected or some kind of outdated drivers, outdated Windows versions, but yeah, it's always nice to help people play. That's it. For example, I just got this guy, Infernal Knight.
Cool.
So which is quite nice. So the thing is, if you summon this unit, you can also keep it.
You can keep it.
Yeah.
That was my question. Is it only for this battle? No.
My teeth
Oh,
will
that's
your bite.
that's good. Because if you kill an enemy unit with Ejama, for example, you will get a new ally, but only for that battle. You cannot keep it.
Yeah, exactly.
Die.
We will earn their blood. Earned blood. Iron. Death, rebirth, and death.
Let's do some stuff damage. Just for the fun.
I go. You will be purged.
Sorry, can you explain? You get to summon and keep a unit. So in theory, you could stock up your army.
Yeah. So in theory, yes, but not every battle has this summoning portals. So they are actually a little bit rare. So yeah, they're not on every battle. Yeah. So you have to actually find them, and then you always have to actually think about, does it make sense to progress towards the enemy line or behind the enemy line to maybe get a new unit? If it depends. For example, on Brutal, I would have not gone this way. So this is too risky to actually lose too much of your own units just for a random unit. So it could be also a tier 1 unit.
Okay.
So all of the efforts, yeah,
In case you've missed that, there was this sign on the bottom and three fields, and you have to position three of your units onto it, and that summoned the new character. But for sure, I haven't seen that before as well. Guided by the foul smell of blood and the sound of snickering, you find a room scattered with torture instruments and a small group of demons gathered around the table. As they fuzz with the final steps of preparations, one of them notices you. I thought I told Krun not to let anyone in during the ritual. What trouble do you bring with you on such an accession, stranger? I'm here about the ritual preparation. Beleth sent me. Ah, your presence here means he continues to be incapable of managing his stuff. Typical. The mixture is complete. Beleth knows what to do next, though I must admit a few drops of Nephilim blood would help stabilize the gate we are about to open. That's bold. I won't ask how you know what I am. I also won't be giving out my blood to just anyone who asks. Not for just anyone. For her. Consider it a moment. Money.
What do I get? So it's actually a blood exchange for money again?
Such a demand would require some... Perhaps they're allowing a mortal like you to walk around her life and unshackled seems compensation enough. So enough with the pleasantries. You will give me your blood now. No. Come. Also, stop. You should be prepared to back up your relentlessness with force. The demon hesitates as she sizes you up. Begrudingly, she fills a bowl with the prepared potion, hands it to you, and waves you off.
The daughter of sin awaits. So let's find out what this daughter of sin is actually up to.
Criddly Monk, definitely. I haven't seen this summon sign before as well. But it's nice that you get those surprises. I have returned with a potion, as well as the ceremonial robes. Yes. Excellent. You may now approach the gate and coat it with the potion, while I make sure these gowns are ready for our guest. Very well. Might as well finish what I started. A guest? Couldn't be... Oh, before you proceed, now there is a great risk in opening the gate. We cannot be sure of what lies on the other side. Are you ready?
Of course.
People afternoon, did I miss an update? If you have missed the DLC Paths to Madness, then yes. On the other hand, this stream is because it's Midweek Madness on Steam, and if you only have purchased the Standard Edition, you're now able to purchase the Deluxe Edition upgrade for 10% discount. That means in euros, €8.99. I've posted the link here in the chat. Yeah, and on the other side we were showing the people what they can expect here from this game. If they have any questions about that, yeah, I'm playing Paths to Madness. Man, just see stream up. That's all. Okay. Where the waves comes in the center of the gateway, a black crest forms like the crown of a tsunami. In a flash, it breaks outward, and a dark mass of energy crushes forth, tearing asunder the fabric of this plane.
Here she comes.
Here she comes. The mass spreads quickly, flooding everything. It's pulling matter from this world back through the gate like a riptide.
Pass between them.
Paths to midweek madness. Yes, that's it. What's your guys' favorite unit? What's the strongest in your opinion?
Ooh. So I would say my former favorite unit was the Avenger of the Legions. He was actually even more overpowered as he's still, but then they nerfed him. But he's still quite powerful. But then, so we're getting now to another new unit of Paths to Madness, the Daughter of Sin,
Mm-hmm.
as you might have guessed. So this one is actually, I guess, my new favorite unit.
I think for me at the moment, it's not because of strength or weaknesses, it's just of style. I think the Blood Ends are pretty cool, which came with the Paths to Madness DLC. Really like their look. Yeah. Dragons are cool.
Yeah, but I'm a Legions guy, so has to be Vampire or two. Yeah, Vampire is quite nice, but I don't know. You're just spamming the blood wave and that's it, mostly.
Okay. We have a nice vampire game as well. Immortal Realms. It's a long time ago I have played that. Still have to finish the last mission.
You still don't?
Yeah, I still have no chance. You're spat out of from an ocean of black ink through the gate on the ethereal plane, but the time you found your feet, the dark matter has retreated and the unstable portal has closed. Yeah, 2 blood wave and the fight's over. Really good. Before you, a demon awaits, considering your arrival with a smirk.
Colleague of mine, actually, we had a little battle on multiplayer, so I was going with all Avengers and he was going with all Vampires, so it
Okay.
was quite nice to see that, yeah, depending on the loadout or where you place your units at the start, mostly the Vampires win, but yeah, the Avenger army is too powerful.
Well, you're new.
So this is actually our cover girl.
Yes,
Daughter
I
of Sin. She's
recognize
also
her.
on the art of Paths to Madness,
Yes,
and you will shortly find out why.
this place seems pretty old. You must be the Daughter of Sin. One of them, once long ago. Titles and power don't mean much in this place, but you may call me Tenasren. A group of demons from the Fortress of Twilight are trying to free you, Beleth among others. Okay. Next. They have failed. Beleth's support is touching, but his magic is useless against Ashkael's will to keep me here. None leave, as you'll soon discover. Captivity isn't really my style. Being trapped here for an age will give you a different outlook. We are all captive to some degree. Better to temper fate with acceptance. If there's a way out, I'll find it. I'm not going to wait for my death here. Ah, yes, and your death will be more imminent than mine, dear. Perhaps time's slow passage here will give you the chance to enjoy what little of it you have left. You don't seem tempted to escape. Temptation once. There are 6 ethereal guardians perpetually surveilling this prison. That Beleth's ritual breached the walls is pure luck. Guardians are irrelevant if we can activate the gate to take us back to Nevendar. The Guardian's energy isolates this plane from all others, keeping the gate shut. But indeed, if the two of us simultaneously neutralize their magic, it may be enough to create an opportunity to reopen the gate. Twilight magic works in ways I cannot invoke myself. Its influence on the gate is unknown to me, but it has proven effective already. It may work again. You should know, incapacitating the Guardians may endanger the integrity of this place and everything that exists here, which includes us.
So we will crush them.
Crush them on midweek madness! No prison can hold Aviana of Ilion. I will raze it to the ground. So it is decided, dear. I'll join this foolish attempt because why not? No amount of resolve has helped me fight against the Guardians so far, but at least this should be fun. New unit!
For our escaping attempt, we actually got Daughter of Sin, as you can see, and she has some nice abilities, especially passive is quite nice. So you're getting conditions and you're healing other units around you, and yeah, it's just crazy. So, and you can also mind control enemy units, which is quite handy. So I'm actually replacing her for Bactao, giving her another shot. Let's get this one. It's not a perfect one for her, but who cares, to be honest. So just to showcase a little bit the Daughter of Sin. So we will go with another fight.
Another fight here.
For example, here, this is another battlefield modifier. Mana is widely unstable. You can see a lot of text, and basically it's making, or if you're moving a unit which is flying, for example Ilmarin in this case, it will deal damage. So or for example Sebastian, so I will try to not move them as much as possible, because otherwise you will get a lot of damage. So
Now you see me.
let's do this.
My teeth ache for a bite. Just a little bite.
Let's fight.
Stand down. Help. You're mine. The Liberator reigns.
I can see Aviana has 3 action points here. This is
I will find a
something
clear
you
shot.
achieve later
Yeah.
in the game.
So actually just skipping and skipping.
A pilgrimage.
Bam.
So also to
Rally. To the 4 heavens.
this
I
earthquake
pray
is
the
also quite
All-Father
powerful.
takes you.
Cool.
So, and just to showcase right now, I could actually attack this unit with Crushing Despair. But the secondary ability is Mind Domination, which is quite nice. And this guy is actually in range, so let's take over. So and you can see now, he's actually one of my units now for the next 3 turns.
Cool.
As you can see here, like the mind controlled. Yeah. And if it's the last remaining unit of the enemy, the spell is lifted, and gets 2 debuffs, and then we can attack him.
Okay.
I will crush you. You die
It's also
well.
quite nice that I mean, it depends on the unit. Sometimes you cannot command control a unit depending on the tier.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can mostly. It's sometimes effective to just get the best one of the enemy, so you cannot use it, and then you just clear all of the other enemies, and then at the end you take over the hardest one.
But they will also attack him, or will they completely ignore him? That one you have taken over.
So they will yeah, they will attack him.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Fight me.
Burn in my flame! I am the altar.
So more stuff coming
Now
out
you
of
see
the
me?
bottom.
I'll sneak past them.
Stand down.
Whoa.
Die. Meet your fate.
Goodbye.
So for example, when I'm moving with Ilmer, you can see she's
My arrows
losing health
come.
points because of the unstable mana storm. So now, yeah, as you can see, since it's the last unit on the battlefield, it now turns
Turn
back
back, yeah.
to his, but he gets the confused status and also
Tomorrow.
I'm not sure, but I guess also okay, some other, but I'm not sure.
You will be hurt.
Just finish him off and then have one.
We're playing here with 200% speed, and what I like with that speed up thing is that it doesn't look like you're pushing to fast forward mode and everything is working. So it still looks natural, but with more
Yeah.
drive. You
Yeah,
know?
the animations are fast. It also depends. I mean, I also know people that enjoy to play like a vanilla speed mode, like just 100 and that's it. Just like I would consider these people like purists.
Virtuous greetings. Hey.
Hey. So we are finished. So in this plane, our quest is to defeat the Eternal Guardians, because they are actually blocking the portal to spawn here, so we can escape and get back to Nevada. So in this case, let's say we do a little bit more fights. There's also another Daughter of Sin, but she's not with us, she's against us.
Round one. Fight.
You mess with Abby, you mess with me. Now you see me.
Mess with Abby, you mess with me. That's also a sentence I've heard quite a lot.
Yeah, okay.
Stalking my prey. Are you bleeding?
Actually quite nice to just play on normal. Because if you have gone through the brutal hell,
Stand down.
you are sometimes just happy that it's
Did you have
pretty
to
relaxing.
Regret
Did
my
you have
actions
to
now.
play through the whole game again when the brutal mode came in? Or?
Yeah, we had playthroughs on all difficulty levels to make sure that it's actually balanced.
Mm-hmm.
And the last step was to balance the boss fights.
Okay.
Because even on brutal they were quite too easy. I mean, if you can just yeah, it was too easy. We had several iterations where bosses were increased, because the problem was they already have quite a lot of HP,
Mm-hmm.
but they were not doing like the amount of damage you would expect from a boss.
Mm-hmm.
So basically this was all about tweaking boss damage, like of their passives and their AoE abilities and all that, because I mean they were already like, I would not say like bullet sponges,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah. Also, some people of the community have complained that they feel like, okay, they're not doing any damage, they just take time because you are not making enough damage. So the goal was to actually make them a threat.
Yeah, I see.
Especially some attacks where you have to actually dodge or place your units behind objects, obstacles on the battlefield. That if you can just, before you could just stand there and nothing would happen. But,
Yeah.
but on Brutal right now, you better move behind it, because otherwise you're not gonna survive this.
Okay.
For the
But yeah,
old
we had
empire.
multiple playthroughs on all difficulty levels to ensure that it's working and that all battles are equally balanced. Or for example, another bug was some bosses spawn ads, so they also spawn some units, and these units were not affected by the modifier of the brutal difficulty, for example. They were just like normal units on normal mode.
Mm-hmm.
So this was also then reported and said like, hey guys,
Mm-hmm.
the units should also deal more damage on brutal and have more HP like on regular battles, even though they are just summoned units.
Mm-hmm.
So this was also something which was addressed, and so the boss fights were more challenging.
Pitiful thing. You die well.
Yeah. So our cause for madness is going well, I would say.
I see. Almost 2,000 people on the store page. Almost 2,000 people have the chance to see us playing Paths to Madness in this midweek madness with Disciples Liberation. There's also a Disciples 3. It's also on sale. Oh yes, and I forgot. The Paths to Madness DLC is also 20% off. So if you need more content for your game, you have the chance to enhance your standard edition with the deluxe edition upgrade, 10% off, and the Paths to Madness DLC, that one we are playing at the moment, and you will get, I think, with Paths to Madness and all that stuff, you can easy spend so many hours. so many hours.
I mean, there's also quite a lot of replayability,
Yeah.
since you can also join other factions, or let's say make some kind of alliance, and then you also get higher tier units from these factions.
You're mine.
For example, right now the enemy Daughter of Sin just mind controlled Orion for 1 round. So it depends. For example, the enemy can just control companions of yours for just 1 round, regular units for about 3 rounds.
Oh, okay.
So they actually made some nice damage on my Daughter of Sin. But yeah.
But if you
Alien forever.
so with Orion is okay, it's only 1 round, but if you have a unit
You will serve me in
that was just infected with that mind control, and then you hit it, you can attack it by yourself, your own
Yeah,
unit.
you can also kill it. So
Yeah, that's the point, but this effect will stay.
yeah.
Because I remember a game I played years ago, there was also that effect, but then you could hit that person and the effect was gone. But the damage was there, so...
Four heavens.
thing.
You will be remembered.
Yeah, I like that slow motion effect, which
Also-
is not that visible in 200%.
This armor is also special to the Liberation mode.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the Liberation armor. So as you can see, for example, there are all kinds of factions in this armor. For
Yeah.
example, this one is a regular demon armor.
Mm-hmm.
Shoulder part. This one is from the Empire. The torso, or let's say the chest armor is from, I think it's from the Undeads, yeah. So it's a mixture of all factions in this special armor you only get in Liberation mode.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm the true liberator now. So we would need to have another 4 fights. But this one's chasing us. Let's conquer this one. Speed up the process.
The Guardian, you know, this one's key. No problem. You can skip that. We don't need to spoil every dialogue. So there's a lot of story to find out here. Do you think if someone has not, because there are a lot of relations to the older Disciples games, I've heard, but you can play it if you haven't played the previous Disciples.
Yeah, there are
games.
many hints actually to old characters and also some story plots from the old titles.
Mhm.
I mean, in Disciples Liberation, the good thing is that we're actually telling the story of Aviana
Mhm.
in this whole Nevendar realm.
Mhm.
So you're not forced into to have deep knowledge of
Feel the snake
the factions. You're discovering this
Mhm, mhm.
by progressing your journey through Nevendar.
I see.
I'll sneak
So,
past them.
I mean, of course, you can also play the old titles to get the lore and the understanding, but it's actually also well demonstrated in
Feel the
Disciples
dread.
Liberation.
Cool.
So it's not necessary.
Are you bleeding?
I am his wrath.
You're done. Stand down. Regret later, act now.
Keep making great games, guys. Shifty Capone via Steam. Thanks a lot. We're trying our best. Next game that will come out is Matchpoint Tennis Championships, which I really like, and especially the crossplay feature. I'm not a multiplayer fan, but I've played against one of the developers who was in Australia playing on PC, and I played on the Nintendo Switch. And this is pretty cool because it's very abstract. You can play against someone on the PC and having a Nintendo Switch. That was really impressive, and it felt there was no lag or so. It was just a normal tennis match. That was pretty cool. Really looking forward to that because I love tennis games. I'm playing tennis games since I'm, I think, 6 years old. My first tennis game was on the Sega Master System. There was just, I don't know, tennis or so.
Just like some ancient techniques.
Yeah, yeah, I got it out of a temple in Peru or so. No, the Sega Master System, but this was my first console, and I had a tennis game on it. And the Sega Master System, the first version of it, had a cartridge slot, but also for game cards, like credit cards or so. And
That's why.
yes, for games that didn't had that much of space, yeah. So you could use that card. So maybe that was cheaper for the developer, yeah, because you have to buy these cartridges from Nintendo, Sega, and so on. And I think that was pretty expensive. I know it wasn't allowed to produce these these cartridges by your own, and if your game did not need that much of space, you could get these cards. Maybe that was the reason. It's and yeah, there was a tennis game. That was my first one, and follow up by a lot of tennis games in the next years until today. And I'm really looking forward for Match Point Tennis Championships.
Die.
Oh, I like this spell, Venom Boy.
It's really nice. This one was my form of favorite unit.
Can skip.
This one, Avenger. Especially the second ability, Hell's Judgment, is just crazy. Especially in multiplayer, it's just I don't know. I mean, we nerfed him, but still, can be quite crazy.
It's still good.
Few of them in your army. So it's also always, especially on Brutal, you have to look out for these guys.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this case.
Feel the snake's bite.
At the moment, still almost 2,000 people have the chance to watch us here via Steam. That is a really nice function that, as a publisher or developer, you can stream your game via Steam. And we usually have some Let's Plays running via Steam on a lot of games, because it's the most natural way to see what
I will find a clear shot.
if you like this game, if how other people playing it. Sometimes we have some influencers that have played that and said yes, you can use our video to present it here on Steam. I think that's very helpful. But at the moment we are live. Here, Midweek Madness. Maybe I can send the store page.
Just getting me one of these guys. Okay, let's go. This guy.
Cheers, Shifty Kapoor.
Pathetic thing. Pitiful thing.
I'm wasting my secondary ability, but at least one Avenger is down. So you better not mess with them as Mouse first taught us.
There is a German sentence for that. Der Zweck heiligt die Mittel.
Yep.
Or der Zwerg reinigt die Kittel.
This unit I have actually crapped, which is mind control, so we can actually use his strong abilities.
That would also be a nice tactic, yes? Doing that mind control trick.
Yeah, this attack is just great. All one's dead.
You know, you're poisoning those fields with Ejama, then do a mind control against one of their best and send him right into that field, so he will deal damage over time.
This suffering must end.
Auf Deutschland?
Fight
Yeah, there
on
was
in
a
his name.
German
We'll pray for you.
phrase.
Your flesh is too soft.
Pitiful thing.
By the fires of Barret Nor. El Beth This plain reaches
And now it looks.
And rage, you dare face me, Dark Father. Be with me.
Isn't that cool? That looks so organic. The whole image is burning,
Now you see me?
infected with poisonous stuff. People are shouting at each other.
You will serve me in time.
No, I really like that because usually a lot of these games are pretty static and only these characters are moving that are now have their round. But here everything it's moving and yelling,
His
spelling.
holy eye sees you. You will be in my prayers.
Oh, question: where is the developer team from, and how many worked on this game? He's curious about that.
So the developer is Freema Studios. They're based in Quebec, Canada. And I think around, so only on dev side, around 30 people worked on this game. So, yeah. And then you have to add all the guys or all the people at Calypso who worked on it, and also our external partners, for example, testing partners, localization studios, voice actors, and so on and so on. So overall, quite a lot of people.
Definitely, yes.
A few hundred, I would say, in total. But yeah, the main dev team, about 30 people, 35, 30.
Pitiful thing.
Yeah, and especially Freema, there was it's great studio. There are a lot of experienced guys that have worked on a lot of big titles. Or I've heard also Freema helped other developers working on bigger titles as well.
Yeah, they're also
and-
doing some co-dev, so
yeah.
if you want to know more about them, you should probably check out their social media, as well as the ones of Calypso, of course.
For sure.
But yeah,
And we had some previous streams where the developer was involved. They were here as guests via voice chat. And Shifty, maybe you can see it on YouTube, on our YouTube channel Calypso Live. And as well, maybe I highlighted them on Twitch, on Calypso Live. You can check that out if you're interested to hear a bit what they were saying. I think last time we did the Paths to Madness DLC stream, there were Matt and Louis. Matt was or is game designer, and Louis, what is his exact creative director? Or he's a very important person.
yeah.
Definitely.
Let's agree on this.
Yeah.
Feel my blade bite.
In the name of the midweek madness, crush them. Definitely. It's midweek madness, brother. Yeah, that sounds like a
I hunger
like
for
a
battle.
nice wrestling event.
Are you bleeding?
Body slam the demon.
Whips.
It's Midweek Madness with the Konstantin and with me, the Patrick.
You're mine.
The tag team.
So what's our tag team name?
Architects of the Apocalypse. AOE.
It's quite nice.
You see, it was long time planned.
Like prepared, yeah.
Yeah, I've waited. I've waited for this moment to to pitch you this. I have connections to Wrestling League. We can start
I will
pretty
enjoy
soon, and then
Disciples Wrestling.
bones
and
are
we are the architects of the apocalypse.
The suffering must end.
No, that was not planned a long time ago, but
I call
there is a song.
I pray
I
that
forgot the band's name, and it's a metal song, very cool one, and it's called Architects of the Apocalypse. And my best friend and I, years back, had the idea this would be our entrance theme. And
Okay, I see.
another friend of us photoshopped a little bit and put our heads on the bodies of Triple H and Batista and wrote Architects of the Apocalypse above. That was so awesome. I still have that picture at home. That was really funny.
represent and your ass. Going.
So I'm nearly coming to the end of this quest.
Represent and
Only
your
one
ass.
more battle after this.
to the four heavens.
Heaven Shall Burn. Yes, and how can I forget that? This is a German band.
Yeah, it's a German band.
Oh, come on. Thanks a lot, Shifty Capone. You are so helpful. Thanks a lot. They're from East Germany.
You see me?
And they were sponsor of a soccer team. Heaven Shall Burn was on the jersey
My teeth
of a soccer team. Yes, that's right.
Never heard of this.
Shall Burn.
The old ways must die.
And those jerseys were sold all over the world because they have fans all over the world. And this team got then a nice buff. And they sold a lot of stuff. I think it's Carl Zeiss Jena. Yeah? Carl Zeiss Jena, Heaven Shall Burn.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's right.
Crazy.
Isn't that awesome?
Sleep softly, little one.
Du hasst mich. That's Rammstein.
Same, but different.
Same, but different, yeah. Heaven Shall Burn is using English language. Rammstein. Most of their songs, almost everyone's German.
So the final battle is here. Can't wait to get
It's
back.
the main event.
Feel the snake's bite. Now you see me?
They are going down. Oh,
This
I
is
have
delicious.
to write my wife
Doing some
because
overtime.
because of that overtime due to technical issues.
Die. The Liberator reigns. You're done. I will find a clear shot.
My arrows hunger.
Whips. Will you just die?
Okay, done.
Fun.
Technically, she can check out where I am.
So she doesn't need to locate you.
No.
Just turn on Switch. The Twitch or any other streaming
Stitch.
platform. Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
Oh, my brain was somewhere captured in Nintendo Switch, Twitch, and Stitch.
I know. Snitch.
Fight on in his name. I pray you, all Father.
Cool.
Oh, nice. So, anything in range?
Wow, nice.
We will prevail. These are not your lands.
Pathetic thing. Pitiful thing.
Oh, yeah, what I want to
You will
check
be remembered.
is-
I will make you.
I'll sneak past them. Feel my blade bite. You mess with Avi, you mess with me.
Feel the dread. You look succulent.
You're mine. You're mine.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, and that was trying to find its verified for the Steam Deck.
Yes, since a couple of weeks we are officially verified for Steam Deck. I've also played Disciples Liberation on the Steam Deck, and it's just awesome. I hope Steam Deck is going to be a
This this game you can Shifty, you can play PvP. It's just like a game of chess. Your opponent has a unit and you have a unit, and then collapse. But overall, this is definitely a story-based game with a deep lore, more than 80 plus hours of content. You can get the standard edition. At the moment, it is here on sale, as you can see. You can also download the demo and check that out. So, what is the content of the demo? I think you play from start, and then you have 2 regions. I think
you can explore the region of the Empire, or let's say the first region of the Empire, and also of the Undead Hordes, one region. So you get like it's actually quite a lot of content for a demo.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've decided so you can get a proper impression of the game, and based on that decide if you want to buy it or not, or you can also replay the demo. So
yeah. So I think.
Free to do whatever you want.
And especially on this demo, you can see that there is a lot of story going on at the beginning. And especially this game has an NG Plus, which really makes sense, and it's not just replaying the game with your armor and or weapons you claimed in the first walkthrough. It definitely has a secret in the end, and you have the possibility to play with all the companions at once, because in the main game, in the first playthrough, you only have the chance to carry 2 companions with you. And companions, they also have different storylines, and it depends on your decision if maybe a companion leaves you and they say, no, you're following a path, I cannot follow you in that way. You can get fame points with different factions. And there's so many stuff to do in this game. Maybe the demo is a nice thing to try it out. And yes, cool, new unit unlocked. Yeah, the Daughter of Sin. Yes.
So second quest is done, and now I could actually let's say recruit the Daughter of Sin. join my legion. So yeah, that's my reward. It's actually the Staff of Beleth. And yeah. I agree with Orion. It's not stealing. Was our quest reward, Rod of the Baroness. Which is also quite a nice staff. But as before, Staff of Orantor has some higher values, so therefore I'm still going to proceed.
But you have upgraded the stuff of
Yeah, it's on
Varanto. You
tier
can
4. You can
yeah.
upgrade your equipment to tier 5.
Okay.
But it depends. You can only unlock it if you're far enough in the story. So I actually gathered 3 skill points. Let's get the final twin cast passive for this skill tree. So right now, instead of 1 gold AP, spell costs 1 red AP, which means I can cast 2 spells per round now.
Okay.
Because formerly I could only do 1. Now I can do 2.
Cool.
So, actually got a lot of new stuff, which is actually 9% crit chance is better in this case. So we can just dismantle it and just get some extra resources. Could also showcase you some other armors, for example the legendary Empire armor, where you get those golden wings. Has some nice bonuses.
Yes,
For example, for Empire units in this case. Or the demon armor, which is a bit more revealing, but you get also immunities for your Legions of the Damned units. Or let's have the Elven armor, so it depends. But you only get these armors if you have a certain standing with the faction, so you're not just getting this by default.
Okay. The Steam Deck is a beast, by the way. Have you tried it out yourself, Shifty? It's really a nice tool, but I don't know if it's my thing. I don't know. And it's not easy to get. Don't know. But it was a lot of fun playing with Steam Deck. Played Tropico 6.
Yeah, this also works quite nice.
Yeah.
I was actually surprised how well the games run on Steam Deck just out of the box, so there was not much optimization needed. So, pretty good job done by Valve. So
Cool.
So, guess we are.
Yes, thanks a lot. Usually this stream is running to our 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. But today, due that we had some technical issues, the first time really tough technical issues. Oh, you're traveling a lot, so that works well for you. Yeah, definitely. That's a great thing. Yeah, so we ended up having some extra hours. You solved the problems and did well, showing this great game. I hope we answered you most of your questions. Still, there are almost 2,000 people on the store page checking out this game. Again, Midweek Madness is still running 10% off if you want to upgrade from your standard edition of Disciples Liberation to the deluxe edition. There's some stuff going on, like 2 armor sets, 2 weapons, emotion shards, skill points, etc, etc. You can get the Disciples standard edition 40% off, as well as the deluxe edition 40% off, and the DLC Paths to Madness 20% off. That means in euros 11.99. There's also Disciples 3, and yeah, you can check that out. I've posted the link in the comments of Twitch and YouTube. Thanks a lot, Konstantin. It was a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I wished.
Always nice to be with you on the stream.
Yeah.
Showcasing our games.
Yeah, I wished everything were more flawless, but in the end, we did it well. And thanks to you guys on Steam, on Twitch, on YouTube, on Facebook, etc. See you next time and have a lot of fun with hopefully our games and especially Disciples Liberation. See you soon.
Thank you.
Goodbye.